Okay, grade 11. This is the beginning of your EOT. Make sure, like I always say, we have to know what the question wants. And how do you know? You have to know how to read, and you have to remember the formulas, okay? Now, so here we see that we have a circle, okay? We have a circle, and we know angles or degrees in a circle is 360. So we write our formula. So x plus 105 plus 60 plus 115 equals to 360. These are friends, so we'll add them. So we'll get x plus 280 equals 360. Then I will subtract 280 on both sides. And this will go away. This is x equals to 80, and this is your answer. In question 2, we have three angles. We have angle x plus angle 90 plus 120. And because they're in a circle, they should add up to 360. These are friends. So this will be x plus 210, which is equals to 360 degrees. And make sure you're writing clearly so you don't make a mistake, okay? Then we will subtract 210 on both sides. Okay, so this is 210 degrees. This goes away. X equals to 150 degrees. Okay, make sure when you see this ishara of the box, you put 90 degrees. Okay, now we have three angles. This angle here, because it is a straight line and because it cuts your circle into two equal parts, 360 divided by 2, this becomes 180. So that's how I know angle R equals 180 degrees, okay? Well, yes, okay. So now what will we write? Angle X plus 42 plus 180 equals to 360, okay? Then these are friends. So this is X plus 222 equals to 360 degrees. Then I minus 222, 222, this goes away. X equals to 138 degrees. Another way I could have done it, because this side is 180, this side should also be 180. So I could have just said angle X plus 42 should equal to 180 degrees. Okay, and then I subtract 42 on both sides. 42 degrees on both sides. So X degrees should be 8, 7. This is 138 degrees. Okay, so I've shown you two different ways of doing the same question. All right, so now here we want to find the circumference of circle S. And then we also need to round, it says here, round to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so you have to remember how to round. If you get a decimal, 6 and 7 184 thousandths like this, and they ask you to round to the nearest hundredth, you go to your decimal and count 2 spaces, 1, 2. So the second digit after the decimal, you will circle. You always underline after the circle. Ask yourself, whatever you have underlined, is it 5 or more? If you say no, you don't add. If you say yes, you must add. So your answer to this will be approximate. Don't use equal, you have to use approximate. And this is 6 and 78 hundredths. Hundredths means you need 2 digits after the decimal. Okay? Now let's get here. We are answering question 48. So the question says, find the circumference of the circle. So the kanun is arc length equals to CD, which should be okay, here, central angle. Okay, over 360 times circumference. So to get the arc length, you have to do all this. You have to do central angle divided by 360 times circumference. Now you ask yourself in the kanun, who do you know? Do you know arc length? Yes, I do know arc length. That is 7 and 94 hundredths. Do I know central angle? Yes, it is 70. And then 360. And then I will multiply by the circumference that I need. Okay? So now to get circumference, I need to move 360 and 70. I will do multiplicative inverse. So I will multiply both sides by 360 over 70. So here I will do 360 divide by 70 and put this because he has a decimal. Now this 70 and this 70 will go away. This 360 and this 360 will go away. Okay? Now I am left with circumference. So circumference. So circumference, I will put all this in the calculator and I should get 40.834 something, 834285, whatever. Now I want to round to the nearest hundredth. I will count 1, 2, so that's 3 here. Underline this 4. Am I adding? No. So my answer for circumference will be 40 and 83. And then my unit is inches. And then I box my answer. Okay, now I want to do this one. I will do the same thing, arc length. So I want to find this other arc over here, CD. I want to find this distance here. Okay, so I'm trying to think, what should I do? Okay, so I'm going to use the same kanun, arc length equals central angle over 360 multiplied by circumference. I'm just going to write C. C means circumference. Okay. Now we're going to put our central angle. Do we know? We don't know. We don't know our central angle. Okay. But we know our arc length is 1 and 31 hundredths. So we're going to put here 1 and 31 hundredths equals to CD, the arc angle, over 360 and multiply by 2 pi r. Circumference kanun is 2 pi r because I have the radius. This is a radius. Okay. Then I continue. I am going to do multiplicative inverse also. I'm going to multiply by 360 and divide by 2 pi r. So I'm going to write here CD equals to 131 times 360, and I'm going to divide by 2 pi r. Okay. Now, my r is 0.5. And 0.5 multiplied by 2 is 1. Okay. So I'll change my number here and I will write 0.5. Okay. Now, this will become 2 times 0.5 is 1, and 1 times pi is pi. So this will be 1.31, or 1 and 31 hundredths times 360 times 360 and divide by pi. And this should give us 150,11494. You circle 1, you underline 4. We are not adding. Our answer for arc CD will be, how much is this? 150 and 11 hundredths. And then what is the unit? Meters. No, it's degrees we want, yes? Yes, we want degrees. We don't want, okay, there you go. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now 50 okay. I need space. I don't have space over here. Okay, I just create, keep. I'm gonna repeat. Copy here, and then just enter another slide. Slide it in. Okay. All right, let's continue. Now, this one, we're going to follow the same formula. The formula says arc length equals central angle divided by 360, and you're going to multiply by the circumference. Okay. Now, what do I know? I know the arc length, which is what? 56 and 37 hundredths. Okay. Do I know the middle? Yes, I know the central angle, which is 340 degrees over 360. Okay. And then the question wants the radius. So now I have here multiplied by the circumference, which is 2 pi r. Now who has to move? I will do multiplicative inverse. So I will multiply both sides by 360. And I will divide both sides by 340. So I will write here 360 divided by 340. So this will go with this, and this will go with this. But I want r, so 2 pi r also has to go. So if I divide here, I should also divide here by 2 pi. Okay, so now 2 pi. Okay, so this goes away. Now I'm left with radius. So if I put all this in the calculator, I should get 94993. I count 2 digits, so I will circle 9, I will underline, and that means I will add 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, I will carry 1. This will become 5 and 9. So my radius is approximately 9 50 feet. Okay. Why do I have 2 digits? Because the Su'al told me to round to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So now we are on this question. The question says, find the value of x. So if this is x, and because this is a circle, so we will write here x plus 64 equals to 360. Okay. So we're going to write arc RS plus ST arc plus RT arc should equal to 360. So this is x plus 64 will give me 360 degrees. Okay. And then we have 2x plus 64 equals to 360 degrees minus 64 minus 64. And this should give you 2x equals to 296. And then you divide by 2, x equals to 148 degrees, and this is your answer. Okay. Now, because the chords are the same, the arcs must be the same. So here we'll just write DE arc. No, we start with the chords because chord DE is congruent to chord GF. Chords are lines, okay? So it means DE, the arc, should also be congruent to GF, the arc. And because we know GF is 116, congruent means equal, so DE is also 116. So the oh, you're just supposed to do arc, no chord. Why did I do arc? So just like that. We want chord, we don't want arc. No, but I've been given the chord. I've been given the arc. I need to find the chord. Okay. Okay. And X is the chord. So DE should also be the same number. Okay. Okay. All right. Same thing here. If this chord is the same as this chord, this arc should be the same as this arc. So this should be also 82 degrees. So arc LM is congruent to arc JK. Arc JK is 84 degrees, so arc LM should also be 80, which is X, should equal to 84 degrees. So that's how you answer. Okay? We move on. All right. So now, if this is X, this should be X because AB is congruent to AC. And if chords are the same, arcs should be the same distance. And because this is a circle, this is 360. So you will write arc AB, actually, okay, plus BC plus AC arc equals to 360 degrees. X plus 90 plus x equals to 360 minus 90 on both sides. 2x equals to 270. And then you divide by 2, you get x equals to 135 degrees. And you box your answer. Okay? Now, this arc is congruent to this arc because of this ishara. So then I can just write 2x plus 4 equals to 18. I subtract 4 on both sides. I get 2x equals to 16. No, equals to 14. I divide by 2 on both sides. X is 7. Box your answer. Okay? All right. This arc is equal to this arc, meaning this chord is equal to this chord. So then I will just write here 2x plus 1 equals to 5x minus 5. I'll subtract 5x on both sides. I'll subtract 1 on both sides. I will get negative 3x equals to negative 6. I will divide both sides by negative 3. I will get x equals to 2. And I will box my answer. Okay? If this part from the radius to the chord is the same as from the center, if from the center to the chord is the same distance as from the center to the other chord, and they make 90 degrees, it means this chord is congruent to this chord, okay? So then I can say UV is equal to TS. So UV is congruent to TS. It means UV is equal to TS. UV is 3x, and this gives me 21. And the question wants x, so divide both sides by 3. X becomes 7. Okay? So remember, from the center to the chord, and it makes 90 degrees, and they are the same. It means the chords are also the same. It means GQ is also the same as QE. So GQ will be congruent to QE, which means GQ is equal to QE, and GQ is x plus 5, and QE is 3x minus 6. And I want the value of x. So I will subtract 3x on both sides. I will minus 5 on both sides. I will get negative 2x is equal to negative 11. I will divide by negative 2 on both sides. I will get x equals to 5 and 5/10, and I will box my answer. Okay, now this question is asking us to find the measure of the inscribed angles. Okay, and inscribed angles must be congruent. Question told you. So angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle A is equal to angle D. That means 5x minus 12 is equal to 3x plus 2. I will subtract 3x on both sides. I will add 12 on both sides. I will get 0 here, 0 here. This is 2x equals to 14. Then I will divide by 2. I will get x equals to 7. Okay? But this is not my answer. The question told me, find the measure of the angles. So I need to find angle A, and I will do 5 parentheses x minus 12. I know my x is 7. 5 parentheses 7 minus 12. This gives me 35 minus 12, and that gives me 23 degrees. Now, I need to find angle D. If I don't get it to be 23, it means I did something wrong in my work. So angle D is equal to 3 parentheses x plus 2, which is 3 parentheses 7 plus 2, which is 21 plus 2, which is 23 degrees. So that's how I know my work is correct. So angle D is 23 and angle A is 23. Why are they the same? Because inscribed angles must be congruent. What does congruent mean? Congruent means equal, okay? Then this is your answer, okay? All right, same thing here. We'll start with angle U is congruent to angle T. Angle U is 2x plus 15. No, we missed a sentence. Angle U is equal to angle T. Then 2x plus 15 is equal to 3x minus 5 minus 3x minus 3x minus 15 minus 15. This goes away, this goes away. This becomes negative x, and this becomes negative 20. Okay? And then what do? I divide both sides by -1. And x is 20. But I don't want x. I want angle T. So then I will write angle T is equal to 3 parentheses x minus 5. 3 multiplied 20 minus 5, 60 minus 5, and this will give me 55 degrees. And I box my answer. Okay? Or ishara for angle can be like this or can be like this. Okay? A house on top of the hearth means the same thing. Okay? We want to find angle K. So, because this line is a diameter, okay, all angles in the diameter must add up, and it forms a triangle. So angles in the diameter, so the angle made from the diameter, this lazim be 90. That's the canon. Angle inscribed from the diameter is you get 90 degrees, okay? So then you also know you have a triangle. Angles in a triangle must add up to 180 degrees. So angle K plus angle M plus angle L should give you 180 degrees. So angle K is 5x minus 4 plus 8x minus 10 plus 90 should give me 180 degrees, okay? Now, these are friends. So now I have 5x plus 8x minus 4 equals to plus 80, okay? Then these are friends. So this becomes 13x plus 76 equals to 180 degrees. Minus 76 on both sides. This goes away. 13x equals to 401, 104. Okay. Now, if you divide both sides by 13, x becomes 8. But I don't want x. I want angle K. Angle K equals to 5 parentheses x minus 4. 5 multiply 8 minus 4. 40 minus 4, giving us 36 degrees. And you box your answer. Okay? Right. The question is telling you that you have a concert arena, and your concert arena is a circle. I don't like this picture, okay? So I'm just going to draw mine here. It's a circle, okay? Now, what is happening to this circle? This circle is being divided like this. So there is a line going here. There's another line going here. There's another line going this way. And then there's another line going this way. And then there's another line going that way. So there is like a star is touching at 5 different places. One, it's touching here, 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 and here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because this is a circle, these are going to be congruent. So I am saying this arc here is congruent to this arc here, here, here. Don't mind my picture. Just understand what I'm trying to show you. Okay? So the distance from this point to this point, let's use another color. So this distance here will be the same as this distance here. Okay, the distance between your red points must be the same. And how many distances are those? They are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will I do? I will do 360 and divide it by 5, and I will get 72 degrees for each arc. Okay, now angle R is here. Angle 1, sorry, not R. Angle 1 is here. If angle 1 is here and it is being intercepted in this arc, it means it is dividing the arc into 2 parts. Okay, so I will write here angle 1 equals half of the intercepted arc. Intercepted arc of that angle. So this is half of 72 degrees. Of in math means to multiply. So half of 72 degrees is 36 degrees. Okay? That's the answer to angle 1. You box it. Okay? All right. This question is telling me Alisa is making earrings by bending wires into various shapes. She often bends the wire to form a circle with an inscribed quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means 4-sided shape. 4-sided shape. And what should I know? Angles inside the 4-sided shape must add up to 360. Interior angles of the 4-sided shape. So that means angle D, angle A, angle B, and angle C. If I add them, I should get angle 360 degrees. Okay? She would like to know how she can find the measure of ADC. She wants to find this angle. She doesn't know how to find it. So you need to write a formula for finding it, given that ADC is X. Okay? Now, ADC is inscribed. It is inside this circle. Okay? So an inscribed angle that intercepts a major arc. So this is a major arc from AD to C is a major arc. And you have an angle that is intercepted in that major arc. You are going to get this distance is going to be, or this degree of this arc will be 2 times this. Okay? So an inscribed, so remember that canon, an inscribed angle that intercepts a major arc. The major arc is who? ADC. Who is the inscribed angle? Angle D. Okay? All right. So now the canon is the major arc equals to 2 times the inscribed angle. Okay, so who is the major arc? ADC. And who is the inscribed angle? Angle D. And who is angle D? X. And this should be 2x. Okay? This is the measure of arc ADC. Okay. Now, to get the major arc, we will need to subtract from 360. Okay, so okay, no, this should not be ADC. This should be AC, sorry. So this should be AC. And here, so now what do I want? I want ADC. ADC will be 360 minus ABC. Okay, now 360 degrees minus 2x should be your formula to get ADC. So, okay, let's just repeat this. Okay, so you're gonna get here minor arc. We're gonna put here ABC, okay? And then we're gonna put here ABC, and then we're gonna put here ABC, sorry. Okay, once you do that, you will subtract. Yes, so you know ABC. So the formula will to get arc ADC, that means you have found this. Okay, this is your 2x. And because this is your 2x, you remember 2x plus ADC, because it makes a circle, you have to negotiate from 360. Okay? In question 39, what do we know? We can see that this is a triangle, a right triangle. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you see this is a triangle. If this is 90 and this is 50, this is 40. Okay. So these two must be congruent because this is a bisector. This diameter here is bisecting this angle. So if this is 40, this should also be 40. See, this is 90, this is 90. So this should be 50 here. Okay? Now, let us solve this. We're going to put here, we want the value of x. So we're going to say 3x plus 4 should equal 40. Okay? Then I minus 4 on both sides. So there's many ways of you doing this. And this is 3x equals to 36. Divide by 3, divide by 3x equals to 12. And you box your answer. Okay? I think this is the best way for you to do this. Okay? All right. Now, what do you notice here? You notice you have a radius from A to B. And you notice this radius does not have a number, so you put 9. And what is 9 plus 6? 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay? So now I have my triangle. I have 15 here. I'm sure 9 plus 6 is 15. Let me just confirm. Okay, I am correct. So this is my this is 9 here, and this is 12 here. What does the question want? The question has told you AB is the radius of circle A, and it wants you to determine whether BC is a tangent. And for BC to be a tangent, we must check using Pythagoras theorem, okay? So then we are going to write C squared equals to A squared plus B squared. This will be my A, this will be my B, this will be my C. I am assuming that that is a 90-degree angle. So 15 squared equals to 9 squared plus 12 squared. 225 equals to 81 plus 144. 81 plus 144 is 225. So 225 is equal to 225. Now determine whether BC is a tangent to A. You say yes. BC is a tangent to circle A because I checked using Pythagoras theorem. Excuse me. And C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay? All right. This is asking you, this has told you that these are tangents. They've told you to assume that the segments are tangents. Find the value of x. So you're going to write here CB is congruent to CD, which means CB is equal to CD. CB is x plus 3 and CD is 7. Subtract 3 on both sides. X is 4. Box your answer. Okay? The same thing as I'll do here. AB is congruent to AC. AB is equal to AC. And then what are you going to do? AB is 4x plus 2 and 2x plus 8. Subtract 2x on both sides. Subtract 2 on both sides. This gives me 0. 2x equals to 6. Divide by 2. X is 3. And I box my answer. Okay. Same thing here. We find the value of x, assuming the tangents. These lines are tangents. And it says here, Federico wants to hang a spherical terrarium using rope, JK and LK. And they are tangents to the terrarium. If the length of the tangent given in inches How much rope do you need to hang the terrarium? Okay. How much rope is needed? Okay. So first, let's find X. So JK is congruent to LK, which means JK is equal to LK, which means 4x plus 4 is equal to 6x minus 12. Subtract 6x on both sides, subtract 4 on both sides. I will get negative 2x equals to negative 16. I will divide both sides by negative 2. I will get x is 8. I don't want x. I want to know what is JK and LK together because I need to know the rope needed. So rope equals to JK plus LK. JK is 4 parentheses x plus 4 plus 6 parentheses x plus minus 12. So this will be 4 multiply 8 plus 4 positive 6 multiply 8 minus 12. This will give me 32 plus 4, which will give me 36. This will give me positive 48 minus 12, and this will give me positive 36. I know I am correct because JK is the same number as LK. Then I will add and I should get 72. And what is our unit? Inches. So if I am buying the rope, I need to buy 72 inches. So that is what is the answer to that question. Okay. Phoebe is playing a carnival game that involves tossing softballs into a wooden basket. She positioned herself at point A. So AB and AC are tangents to the basket. If the lengths of the tangents are given in feet, find AB. So let's first find X. AB is congruent to AC, which means AB is equal to AC, which is 7x minus 4, which equals to 3x minus 3x minus 3x plus 4 plus 4. This is 4x equals to 8. Divide by 4, divide by 4, x is 2. I don't want x, I want AB. So I will do here, AB equals to 7 parentheses x minus 4, which is 7 parentheses 2 minus 4. 7 parentheses 2 means 7 times 2, 14 minus 4, which is 10. And what is the unit? Feet. So now right here, AB equals 10 feet. Okay? All right. Now, if this is x, this is x. If this UC is x, BU is also x. If this is 3, CR must be 3. If AS is 3, SD must be 3. The question is asking us, in this quadrilateral, and you have is circumscribed about circle J, the perimeter is 18 units, okay? Now find the value of x. So perimeter equals to SA plus AT plus TB plus UC plus CR plus RD plus DS. Okay? This should be DS over here. Okay? Now SA is 3, AT is X, TB is X, BU Oh, I missed. Okay, let's just start again. See, I missed. Okay. Perimeter equals SA plus AT plus TB plus BU plus UC plus CR plus RD plus SD. Okay, SA 3, AT X, TB X, BU X, UC X, CR 3, RD 3, SDS, it should be DS. After RD is DS, not SD, which is 3. Okay, now these are friends. Those are 4 of them. So 4x and 4 of them, those are 12. Okay, and I know perimeter is 18. Okay, I will minus 12 on both sides. This will go away. I will get 6 equals to 4x. I will divide by 4 on both sides. 6 divided by 4 should be 1.5. Okay, so x is 1 and 5 units. And box my answer. Says find the value of x. So this is my choice. Okay, so now we want to do okay. So here you have to know angle E is equal to half major arc minus minor arc. Okay. The major arc is DPA and the minor arc is DA. Is DA. Okay. Now, you also know that major arc plus minor arc should give us 360 degrees. The major arc plus the minor arc should make a whole circle. So that's why it's 360 degrees, okay? So you know that minor arc equals to 180 degrees minus angle E, okay? So this is 180 degrees minus 84 degrees. That should give me 96 degrees, okay? So then I want to do major arc equals to 360 minus minor arc, which is 360 degrees minus 96 degrees. And that should give me 264 degrees. So DPA should equal 264 degrees. Okay. Yeah, I know. So here we're going to say angle U is equal to half SW minus TW. Okay. So, and we also know that SW would be equals to 360 degrees minus 60 degrees minus 144. Okay, so for me to get from here to here, I must do 60 subtracted from 360 and then subtract again 144. Okay, so this should give me 96. So SW is 96, okay? Then now I can do this. So angle U will be half of SW, which is 96, minus TW, which is 60. And this will be half of, sorry, this should give me 156. Where am I getting 196 from? See, it is important for you to check your work, okay? So this will be 96, and then my answer should be angle U is equal to 48 degrees. Okay? Oh, I wanted to explain something here. When two tangents are meeting outside, okay? When two tangents are intersecting outside the circle, the exterior angle and the minor arc should give you 180 degrees. If you do, I forgot to write that for you to explain where I got 180 from. So 180 degrees is equal to the exterior angle of the tangents, exterior angle of the tangents. And in this case, that's angle E. This is angle E, okay? Plus the minor arc, the minor arc. If you add these 2 degrees, you should get, so this arc here, the rackham for this arc here, the smaller one, that is making this triangle that is outside by the, I don't want to call it a triangle. It's made by this angle that the tangents are meeting. So this minor arc together with this angle here, if you add them, you should get 180. So this will be angle E plus arc DA. That's where I did this. That's where I did this, okay? To get the minor arc. So to get the minor arc, so to get DA, I must subtract E from 180. That's the same question here. I don't know why it's repeated, but that's the same question, okay? I will stop here. I'll continue later.